Crusaders, and welcome to our latest episode. My name is Sean Wasserkrug, and today I'm going to be reviewing one of my more anticipated films of 2025, and that is Ryan Coogler's Sinners. This is a film that, since I saw the very first trailer last year, that I have just been super excited for. I have been a fan of Ryan Coogler ever since Fruitville Station. I just love the way he directs. I love just the way he does his characters throughout his films. Obviously, so does Michael B. Jordan, since he's been in pretty much almost all of Coogler's films. I'm a huge fan of Michael B. Jordan and Haley Steinfeld, two actors that I love watching in everything that they're in. Sinners basically takes place in the 1930s. It follows Michael B. Jordan, who plays twins, two separate roles as Smoke and Stack. And basically, they are coming back home after being gone for, I think, 7 years, living in Chicago. And I believe this is in Mississippi. And they basically have come back, and they are buying this, it looks like a warehouse, but it's like a farmhouse. And they're going to kind of make it a juke, I think they called it like a juke spot or something like that. Basically like a club. And their opening night, and basically this group shows up that basically wants to come in, but they won't let them, and you later find out that they're vampires. And the whole night is basically trying to survive. Definitely no spoilers there. That's basically all in the trailers. But that's the general plot of Sinners. And I will be happy to say that Ryan Coogler has another knockout on his hands. This is, hands down, best film of the year that I've seen so far. Probably my favorite Ryan Coogler film that I've seen so far. He's just constantly raising the bar for me as a director. The way he shot this film, the cinematography of this movie is through the roof. It's fantastic the whole way through. The characters, the acting from everyone aboard, the gruesomeness of it when we get to the gruesomeness of the film, everything about it is so great. And one aspect of this film that I wasn't prepared for, like, you know it's in it, but you didn't think it was going to be such a huge facet of the film, is the music. The heart and soul of this film is through the music. From pretty much shot one to the end of the film, music is so important, as it is kind of the crux through the whole thing. And literally in one particular scene where you're showing that the music can go through the ages and, you know, into the past, into the future. It is such a vital importance of this film, and every single song in this movie, while not necessarily my type of music that I like to listen to, I can appreciate how well the music is done in this movie. Every single one is performed beautifully by the actor or actress that is singing it. They're catchy, and they definitely liven up the experience as you're going through. The cast, Michael B. Jordan, fantastic in this film as Smoke and Stack. These two brothers, they have a presence to them. They basically are infamous in their past issues that they've had with the town and where they went to, which was Chicago. I think Michael B. Jordan does a great job of differentiating between the two. You don't feel like he's an actor who's playing two different roles. I felt like he was an actor in this that created these two characters with Smoke and Stack. There was never a point where I was like, oh yeah, this time he's playing Smoke, this time he's playing Stack. They feel like different people. And Michael Jordan does a fantastic job of making you believe that Smoke and Stack are actual two different people and not just him playing two separate roles. Smoke is kind of the more serious, probably older brother of the two. He's definitely the leader. He's definitely the one who kind of runs things. He's the muscle. He's the brains. He's all that. While Stack is more of the younger, loose cannon, flamboyantly fun. Definitely the one that can have more of an enjoyable conversation, but he's also crazier in that mindset. Well, with Smoke, he talks, you listen. I love how Coogler differentiated between the two as, like, Smoke kind of is more in blue and Stack's more kind of in red. But I really, really enjoyed his performance and how he plays off himself, because there's so many scenes where it's just him playing off himself as Smoke and Stack, and there's never that point where you feel like he's talking to another actor off screen pretending to be, the other. I feel like Michael B. Jordan is talking to Michael B. Jordan in these scenes, and I think he did a fantastic job throughout. Haley Steinfeld, like I said, I've been a fan of hers since she jumped in the scene on True Grit 12 years ago. I feel like this film is a film that's going to get a lot more eyes on her that maybe people didn't notice her before. She's fantastic in the film. I would have wished she was in more of the movie, but she is in a lot of the film. I just kind of felt like she was going to have a bigger role than what she was in the film. But when she is on screen, she is electrifying. She is demanding of the presence on screen. Her dialogue, the way she acts, the way she walks, the way she, moves through the scenes. Haley Steinfeld puts on a phenomenal performance. One of my favorite performances by her in more ways than one, but I think more just because you take Haley, who's usually this bubbly, quirky personality, and you put her in this role where she still has that, but she has this rawness to her that I've never seen her do before, and I, first off, didn't know she was capable of it. But now that I know she is, I can't wait to see what more she does through this, and I hope that she gets way bigger because of Sinners, especially for more people who are going to have eyes on this film than maybe in the stuff that she has done before outside of, like, Hawkeye in the MCU. Another one was an actor who I never heard of before. This is kind of his introduction. I think this is his first film. Miles Catton, or Canton, or Catton. I'm probably saying that a little bit wrong. He plays, I think it was Preacher Boy. Well, he plays Sammy, but everyone called me either Preacher Son or Preacher Boy. He's the cousin or nephew of the Smokestack Twins. And this dude, I wasn't thinking anything of his performance. I was like, okay, he's just this other character, but this guy has so much potential. Not to mention that he's an amazing singer throughout the movie. But he is kind of almost your main character, or he's kind of your audience. Your go-through for the audience in the film is because he is just kind of experiencing this world and everything that's going on around him, and he is kind of your through line throughout the film. And he does such a great job, and like I said, this is his first film that he's ever done, and I am going to take more attention to Miles in more of the films that he does throughout. The rest of the cast is obviously great as hell. You got Wumi Mosaku, I think I said her name right. She's in Loki. She's great in this film as kind of like Smoke's ex-girlfriend who plays Annie. She's kind of more of like this voodoo kind of protagonist kind of character, so she has like the ability to kind of do certain things. Jack O'Connell plays Remick. He's the main vampire. I think he's great in the film. He's got this charisma to his character that just makes you want to listen to anything he has to say. I really enjoyed him throughout. And of course, Delroy Lindo, or Lindo, however you say his name. He plays Delta Slim. I've been a fan of Delroy for decades. And I feel like in the 2020s, he's kind of had this resurgence with the Defy Bloods, which he should have been nominated for an Oscar for. And now this. I feel like people are going to take more notice of Delroy. I think he's fantastic in this film as well. Omar Benson Miller is great. It's a great cast from top to bottom. I can go on and on and on about how great this cast is. Like I said, cinematography of this film, there are so many beautiful shot scenes in this movie, whether it's just looking over the landscape, looking over the horizon, or the way they shoot certain scenes inside the barn or outside the barn. Every shot in this film is gorgeous. The story, one thing that I appreciated in this film is it's a little over 2 hours. It's slow to start, but the reason why it's slow to start is because it lets these characters breathe, and it lets these characters develop throughout. Normally, you wouldn't get this as much in a movie because you only have so little time to do this, and you get this more in a TV series where it's like, oh, we'll have a few episodes to really kind of sink your teeth into these characters so you care more about them. And I feel like in Sinners, Coogler does a great job of getting you introduced to these characters, making you feel lived in with these characters, so that way when stuff starts to hit the fan at the end of the film with the vampires, you care about the well-being and the outcome of what's going to happen to all these characters, because Coogler does a great job of setting the table throughout the first hour of this film. Every single character gets moments to shine throughout this film, and that's just great writing through the film, and great directing throughout the film. Like I said, it might be a little slow for some to start, but it's all to the service of the story. Like I said, music makes a big point of this movie as well, and you should take notice of it. I will tell a lot of people, because I know over half my theater did this. As soon as the credits roll, do not leave. There is a I wouldn't even say it's a post-credit scene, because they're doing a thing where it's like they're showing a snippet of a scene, and then they go to the credits, and then back to the scene, back to the credits, back to the scene. And normally, I think most people think that that's just, oh, it's playing music intertwining with the credits, we can leave. But there's still about a good another 5-10 minutes left of the movie. Once the credits roll, that half my audience left and did not see. So do not leave when the credits start to roll, or you will miss the actual ending to this film. All in all, though, Sinners is utterly amazing. Like I said, I went in with high expectations. It exceeded my high expectations that I had for it, and I was even trying to lower my expectations because I didn't want to be disappointed. Luckily, I didn't. It is, hands down, as of right now, the best film of the year. It is a perfect 5-star film for me. It is my first 5. I didn't give a single 5-star last year. And this is my first 5-star of 2025. I hope we get more great films throughout the rest of the year that can contend with Sinners, but right now this is hands down the front runner for a movie of the year heading into the summer season. This must be experienced in theaters. This must be experienced as soon as possible for many of you. Do not wait for this movie to come out onto streaming. Go out, see this film. Give people the acknowledgement to know that you can have original films like this and can still make money. So that way people can still make these great kinds of films. Must watch. Go check this out immediately. I hope you guys enjoyed this review. If you guys did, go into that like, share, and subscribe button to the channel so you guys stay up to date with all the latest videos pop up on the Movie Crusaders. And of course, you're going to follow us on all the social media outlets you see below. Out right now, Brian Michaels and myself have been going through our Decades of series with the Decades of Action. Coming up this tomorrow, we will have the 2010s. And then next week we'll be finishing up with the final episode for the 2020. So I hope you guys have been enjoying that series. We're going to be continuing on with that with other genres throughout the year. So we hope you guys stay tuned for that. And then, of course, at the end of April, Brian and I will be back for the summer movie preview. We will be going over all the movies coming out this summer, what we're excited about, what we're not excited about. Feel free to check that out there. But we hope you guys enjoy the episode and go see Sinners. If there's anything you guys want to listen to me on, go check this movie out. You will not be disappointed. And until next time, in case I don't see you, go watch some movies and go have some fun.
You're still here. It's over. Go home.